Don't be too proud of this technological terror you've constructed.
It's just Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor, sir.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Well, it was sad to hear about James Earl Jones's passing, the distinguished actor and voice of Darth Vader. He passed away at the age of 93.
His voice has been the through line of some of our most famous films over the years.
Yeah. Darth Vader, he played Mufasa in The Lion King. He played in The Dad in Coming to America, one of those great roles. He also was in Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
He had some great movies. We caught up with James Earl Jones. He was in town back in 2013 for Driving Miss Daisy. It was a stage play, and he played the driver, and Angela Lansbury was Miss Daisy. I went and saw it. It was an extraordinary night. It was great. That chat that we had with James Earl Jones was fantastic, and I think we should revisit it to pay homage to the late, great James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones has been called one of the greatest actors in American history, winning a Tony Award, a Golden Globe, Emmys and Academy Award in his 50-plus year career. What an underachiever. He's in Sydney performing in Driving Miss Daisy, and he joins us this morning. James Earl Jones, hello.
Hello. Hi.
Do we call you James or James Earl? What's your first name?
I'm from the American South, and we all have three names down there. And there are two given names, not two last names, with hyphens.
So you're James Earl to
James
us.
Earl.
I feel like just getting you to read the phone book for me with your beautiful, beautiful voice. I was surprised to hear, though.
So are you talking to me or are you talking to James Earl?
I'm talking to James.
Talking to you, of course.
Yeah, of course. I was just thinking.
Mine isn't beautiful.
Actually, Jonesy, you've actually got quite a deep voice, but next to James Earl, you sound like a squeaky fool.
I sound like a Cessna next to a 747.
But James Earl, you had a stutter when you were a child.
I'm still a stutterer, yeah.
Really?
But I work hard to work around it and use it and try to be as clear as I can.
Has being a performer helped?
Absolutely. It has saved me, I think. I wouldn't say saved my life because I was not bad off being a mute. I was listening a lot and learning a lot. But the idea that the world is full of great words invented and created by great thinkers, the idea that I could say those words, things I would never have imagined, is very appealing to me. It was as a child. And now that I can say, I can do plays written by great authors, like the one we're doing now, Driving Miss Daisy.
Your role as Darth Vader, it's still so incredible. When you were asked to do the voice, did you imagine that it would resonate for so long?
None of us did. But when we did the second episode, we didn't know how to recapture what we had done, so we decided to keep it as simple as possible, and that was the key, really.
You've never used the voice for evil, like ringing up a pizza or anything like that?
I don't own the voice. George Lucas owns the voice, so I can't go on a talk show and
do it.
Speak as Darth Vader. I must always speak as myself.
But what about in your private moments? Say, like...
No, I once used it as a CB handle back in the days when, if you're driving great distances at night, you use a CB radio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Citizens band. Well, I used Darth Vader as my handle.
Really?
And I'd freak truck drivers out, so I'd stop doing it. Because it was Darth Vader.
The role of Darth Vader was played by actor David Prowse. Did they set out to use his voice but change their mind?
Well, you see, David has a particular accent, and it was, I think, more of a tenor voice than a bass voice. So they had to search around for a bass, and they thought of using Orson Welles, but thought he'd be too recognizable, so they picked this guy who was born in Mississippi and raised in Michigan, who had a stutter, and that was me.
That's pretty cool.
Well, you give hope for people like me. That means that something could happen for me, James Earl.
Yes, well, there's hope for us all. Every day there's hope.
Do you think there might be a chance they might be making Coming to America too? Maybe there could be a role for me in that.
You can play my white son.
Oh, I could be the white son. See, I love the idea of this.
And my son works.
That's it for today. Come back tomorrow for more of Jonesy and Amanda's Cutting Room Floor.